What's up, what's up? Yo, it is 26 degrees this morning. Literally overnight, the weather has completely changed. Yesterday it was almost 50 degrees, and today it's 25 degrees. But we just finished our PT sesh, ran about 3.8 miles, somewhere around there. So, you know, you gotta kill it to get the biscuit. We got a PT test diagnostic coming up in 2 weeks, so we're getting big. But Northrop and I right now are headed out to the gym because we're trying to get big.
If my songs go pop, 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 what makes you think I'm not okay with that? I took my backpack off, ready to change the game of
Good. What's your name?
Ryan.
Nice to meet you. Are you a freshman?
Yeah.
How do you like it so far?
It's alright.
jump.
So Syracuse students today were just hit with a lengthy email from the chancellor saying that the Syracuse tuition was going to be increasing. Now right now Syracuse students pay about $60,000. Now $60,000 is your full room, your full board, your food, academics, everything is about 60 grand. The email from the chancellor today said that that number is going to go up 10% for new students that are coming here. Freshman year, that number is going to be skyrocketing through the roof.
The best, but the best ain't rain yet. So I guess we all kings, yes. A rising tide will raise all boats. But if you throw stones.
So that brings us to today's topic of conversation. You know, how do Syracuse students shell out that much cash? Well, let's hit some key points and we're going to talk about it. So our first key point of the day, financial assistance, financial aid. So for those of you who have not gone through the Syracuse application process or any college application process and you're a senior, you're probably gonna have to start looking at going through financial aid. You're gonna have to go through and fill out a lengthy packet that's gonna answer all questions regarding your parents' financial statements, where you live, you know, what your monthly income is, do you work a job, etc. I'm telling you right now, you need to start on it early because there's a lot of paperwork that goes on behind it. So now if you have an older sibling or someone who's actually gone to college, or you're not an only sibling, I'm telling you right now, you have the benefit of the doubt because of the fact that financial aid benefits those whose older siblings have already gone through some type of school. They understand that your parents are maybe potentially going to be shelling out money towards your older siblings, so you're going to get more financial aid for them.
Look, part of me, a full part of me is in love. I know we just met.
So point number 2, well, it talks about scholarships. We're gonna focus entirely for the next couple minutes on scholarships because that is the bread and the butter, your warm and fuzzy of getting through paying for school.
Part of me, a full part of me is in love. I know we just met.
I want you to get this right across right now. If you don't get anything from this video, I want you to take this one important thing. I'm telling you right now that if you do not have at least 15 applications, at least submitted for scholarships, you're gonna be far behind. I'm gonna talk about personal experience with these scholarships because by the time I graduated high school, I had already filled out over 15 scholarships, all ranging in money between $500 all the way to my scholarship that I received, which was over $250,000. Now I'm telling you this because this is why it is important. You know, too often do we hear people say that they have no way to pay for college. And I'm telling you right now that that is ridiculous because of the fact that scholarships are out there in order to pay for you to go to school. Whether it's $500 or $1,000, that $500 is gonna pay for a textbook in college. That is gonna help in some way. Now for my personal experience, I was fortunate enough to apply for the Army ROTC program. It was a 4-year, full ride academic scholarship in order for me to continue my educational career. Now I wanna tell you this, if you believe that you cannot pay for college, I just want you to look at it. I'm gonna put a link down in the description below because of the fact that this is so important. The United States Army and other branches of the military provide a scholarship for you to go to school. And in return, you can pay back a 4-year commitment time. Now that can be active duty, reserve, or National Guard, which means you're only coming in once a weekend on a month, which is not bad at all. Because of the fact that over your 4 years, your college is gonna be paid for. And that is the most important thing, is that At the end of the day, I do not have a financial burden when I graduate college. I have a job right out of college, and while I'm attending school, I get paid. I have a 4-year full ride scholarship paid for on the Army dime. I want you to know that I'm 100% agreeing with you that Syracuse is very expensive for a private school. I think we're ranked number 10 in the most expensive private schools in the United States. But I don't want you to turn that away from your goals. I want you to know that if you believe that you really want to go to Syracuse, not just because it's a cool school and it has nice sports, but for the fact that you believe you can get a tremendous education and your educational goals can be reached through Syracuse, I want you to know that scholarships are going to be the best way for you to get through trying to pay for financially. I want you to keep your options open and take a look down in the description. Fill it out. You got nothing to lose, and if anything, you might open some doors with it.
Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and
How are you?
Hi, I'm Maddie Merwin. I have the Founders Scholarship, which is, I think, don't quote me, an academically based scholarship. You have to have a certain GPA or something, and it's financial need also based. But it's given by the school, so I didn't apply for it. I just did as good as I can in my classes.
Yes. One time. My homie selling chronic when my partner's pushing.
So today's topic of conversation is scholarships.
I'm paying 70 grand.
Yeah,
I'm paying 70 grand.
I'm paying.
Every day. What?
like, do you not have a scholarship at all to come here?
Nope, paying at all.
Wait, you have a 4-year?
We pay nothing.
Do you have a 4-year? 3-year? What is yours?
I pay nothing to be here.
Yours 0? 4-year? What scholarship do you have? 4-year? What about you?
2 years.
So we're talking about this concept of paying for college. You work and get paid so that you can have less tuition. Yeah. Tell them about it. Does anyone work for work study?
It's like a certain number of hours or
Certain amount of money. Yeah, it's
and
money.
Once you reach that limit, you're like done for the semester.
And it's like volunteer after that.
So that's like if you can't afford for school.
There's different scholarships for different, minority groups or specialties like STEM or, there's grants, financial aid and other scholarships.
So you've heard it first right here. You've talked to real students and you've heard my own experience. We've talked about work study, we've talked about scholarships, financial aid, the whole 9 yards. So, hopefully out of all of this, you have finally learned that money should not be a reason that you can't go to school. Monday is about over. It's like 7:25 right now, and we find ourselves reading The Platoon Leader. It's basically a combat memoir that we have to read for our military science class. But the fun is over, and we're basically going to spend the rest of the night just working on some homework. We're taking this attitude of trying to go to bed earlier so that we can wake up with actually like 8 hours, 6 hours of sleep, somewhere in between there. But we're majority just going to kind of wind down, finish up some reading, and then that's basically going to wrap up the day. So thank you. Hope that you all had a great day. Hopefully we answered a lot of your questions regarding scholarships, paying for school. If there's anything else you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Comment down in the description and I'm going to do my best to answer. If I don't have the answers, I'm going to find the right answers for you. But thank you all. If you didn't have a great day, let's try and make tomorrow a better one. On the note, that means that the day is going to end